Hello there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, everything may seem fine and dandy, but in all reality, we've all been tricked. For those of you who have played Grand Theft Auto 2, or even listened to some of the radio stations on a YouTube video, or from the game's files, you will notice something. For us Grand Theft Auto 2 players, we know of the radio station known as Futuro FM, and plays a collection and a lineup of 4 songs. We have Reed's LED, Davidson's All I Wanna Do, Spangly Feet's Dazed and Confused, and Stylus Exodus's Toucan Pie. 3 of those songs can only be heard in the downtown district from that radio. The one you can hear elsewhere is Davidson's All I Wanna Do, so we're just going to ignore that one for now. So there's a mission by the gang known as the Loonies, a very prominent gang in the beginning of anybody's Grand Theft Auto 2 playthrough. See, this gang is known for being crazy, as suggested in the name, the Loonies. On further inspection of their missions, you will realize they have a mission called Radio Zaza, where they request of the main character, Claude, to destroy the Zaibatsu broadcaster due to certain drugs being implanted into the music and giving the Loonies a bad reputation. Well, any sane person would pass off the Loonies' thoughts as just blibber blabber from a crazy person, but I've looked into it. Upon completion of the Loonies' mission, Radio Zaza, Zaibatsu's Futuro FM no longer broadcast to the downtown district, while it does continue to broadcast to the residential and industrial district. See, the Loonies request for the station to be destroyed, but you only destroy the broadcaster, which allows for the station to broadcast in other places where the broadcaster is also located. You didn't destroy the station, you just destroyed the broadcaster. So, when we take that into account, the Loonies didn't exactly get what they wanted. In the other districts, it's plain to see that their reputation is little to none. Other gangs from the other districts, to my knowledge, don't mention the Loonies, so they're not very prominent in that area. But if we go back to the downtown district, we realize no more Futuro. The Loonies are satisfied. But as I mentioned earlier, they said there were supposed drugs in the music that any normal, sane person would pass off as blibber blabber. I got to thinking one day about what the Loonies has said about drugs being in the music, and I realized Futuro FM has one station exclusive, and by that I mean it has one song that you cannot hear on any of the other stations in the game. So we think about it this way. As most of us know, the Zaibatsu can be a quite corrupted organization, killing whoever gets in its way. The same goes for other GTA gangs. So when you think about it, we know good and well that they aren't going to take that business risk. They're all about business and making business. If they were to edit licensed songs that others have purchased for their use, then their business would be in trouble. Chances are they would get lawsuits, they would get sued, and possibly shut down. Earlier, I mentioned an exclusive song that only Futuro FM has. This song, Reed's LED. It plays on no other station, which means Futuro FM is the only one that has any rights to that song. Less likely to get sued if they made a modification to it. So, if we take that into account, and then we take in what the Loonies said about there being drugs in the music, if there were going to be drugs in any of the songs on Future FM, or frequencies that drive people nuts, it would be in that song specifically. So I've taken a deeper look into the song, its frequencies, etc., etc. And I've noticed that they blend it quite well into the station. It is the first thing you hear when you boot up in the station. It goes like, live high, live true, live Zaibatsu. It's brutal, it's inexcusable, and it goes directly into that song. It blends so well into the station as if it wasn't a licensed song. It blends so well as if it was part of the station itself. And you know what? That's what I think it is. That's where the drugs are coming from. That is what the Loonies were talking about. After looking into the song, all of it, I've realized there's a certain collection of instruments in that song. And while it may disguise itself as a funk song, I hear beeps, I hear techno, I hear Morse code, I hear subliminal messages. It couldn't be any of the other songs. It's the one. It's the only one that has beeps in it. It's the only one that has messages. It's the only one that reached the highest frequency. That's the one. That one song is the one that the drugs are in. The Loonies were not lying. Now, with that out of the way, when you destroy the station, guess what happens? The Loonies like you a lot more. And you may pass that off as, hey, that's just part of the game mechanics. But no. See, the main character of the game, Claude Speed, is full of betrayal, lack of loyalty, and most of all, he just wants the money. When the Loonies, people as crazy and paranoid, start trusting a guy like Claude, you know there's something going on. Now let's take into the account radio DJ Spaz Funbags. Now he doesn't seem as crazy as the Loonies are made out to be. And you know why? It's because the Loonies aren't crazy. The Loonies are not crazy. It's a disguise. It's a facade. Just to expose the Zaibatsu's evil tactics, but not get called out for it. They know, true to their hearts, that if they can disguise their hidden messages and their thoughts as just being crazy, the Zaibatsu will dismiss it, being like, you know the Loonies, they're nuts. You can't trust anything they say. But the Loonies are smarter than you think. Like I said, they're using stupidity as a facade to get their messages out to the ones who really care or really want to know, want to learn. They aren't as crazy as made out to be, and may be spiraling into untouched territory right now. And you know what? That's because nobody's thought about this. Nobody's gonna look at a 1999 crime simulator game, go to one specific station, one specific gang, and talk about how they're smarter than we think they are. I'm telling you that the Loonies are not crazy, they're not stupid. You know that one theory involving Pinky and the brain? How Pinky's actually the genius and the brain is the one insane? Well, yes. Yes, indeed. It is exactly like that. The Zaibatsu are the insane ones. They will do anything. And by anything, I mean anything. They are delusional. They want the power. The Loonies, marketed as the insane ones, are actually the geniuses. They're getting the messages out. They're getting the message that they want and know to their hearts out. They are getting the information. They're getting the lies and exposing them. They're telling us as the player to watch out. Now that I've taken this closer, unresearched filled look at the Loonies gang, I want you to think about it. What do you think?